If a country has to be corruption-free and become a nation of beautiful minds, I strongly feel there are three key societal members who can make a difference. They are the father, the mother, and the teacher. This inspirational quote was said by none other than the missile man of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. Here we are today celebrating the Grand Annual Day celebration, BIT and Beats Utsav 2017. Respected dignitaries and my dear friends, a very good morning and a warm welcome to all. I'm Fahima Abdul Salam from 8th Sim CS and I'll be your Master of Ceremony for today's formal function. Our day is not complete without the blessings of Almighty. And prayer is one such way through which we can get enormous blessings from Almighty. So let's begin the ceremony by seeking the blessings of Almighty with the prayer. I now request Usha and team to grace this occasion with the prayer. With the formal function, I would like to call upon Professor Mustafa Basikodi, HOD of CS Department and Head of Admissions to welcome the gathering.
It gives me immense pleasure to speak in front of you on this dais when our institution's celebrating its 8th annual day. We are also going to showcase in this dais talents of our young birds and the prize distribution ceremony for the students in various capacities. In this regard, we have on the stage the eminent personalities. It's my duty to welcome these people. First and foremost, I would like to extend my warm welcome to Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Gopi Krishnan Kondanath, the Senior Vice President, Infosys and Center Head for Mangalore. To just briefly introduce him, Gopi has been with Infosys for over 22 years, having held a variety of roles across the globe. He is currently the Senior Vice President and Service Offering Head of Enterprise Applications and Integration Services. Mr. Gopi is also a part of the Management Council team in Infosys. He has also been recognized with many awards in Infosys for client value, program delivery excellence, risk management and development center management, and people management during his career in Infosys. On behalf of management, staffs and students, I welcome you, sir, for honoring our invitation to be the chief guest of the event. I also would like to take this opportunity to express our hearty welcome to one of the guests of honor, Mr. Narendra L. Nayak, the Chairman, Expert Group of Institutions, Mangalore. Mr. Narendra L. Nayak is basically a mechanical engineering graduate from Mysore University. He started his teaching career at NIT Surathkal in 1987. Simultaneously, he started his own institution expert coaching classes in a small way. In the last 30 years, Expert has become a premier institution in imparting quality education to the science students of pre-university level. Now, Expert group of institutions includes Expert coaching classes, Expert pre-university college, Expert postal coaching, and Expert publishing house. Mr. Nayak is a popular mathematics teacher who teaches mathematics with the blend of physics. He is also an author of many reference books in mathematics for pre-university level. Mr. Naik is also the chairman of Expert Educational and a charitable foundation which helps many poor and meritorious students. He is the winner of Bharat Gaurav Award and National Award for Excellence in Education by the Indian Economic Research and Development Association, New Delhi. He himself is a musician from his childhood and is a high-graded artist of All India Radio and Doordarshan. I welcome you, sir. We have with us one more, the guest of honor, Mr. Masood Ali, renowned singer, The Legends, Bangalore. Mr. Masood Ali is the MD of Wooddecker Group of Companies, manufacturer of high quality furniture since 1980. Producer of Legends series, live musical shows since 1993. Trained singer and group leader of Legends Musical Group, a specialist in Muhammad Rafi songs. He has conducted more than 100 shows in Bangalore, Hyderabad and Dubai. On behalf of management, faculty and staff, I welcome you, sir. I wish to extend my warm welcome to Mr. Syed Muhammad Beri, CMD Beri's Group, Chairman IGBC and Chairman of Beri's Group of Institutions. From a humble beginning in 1981 as a real estate consultant, he founded the Beri's Group driven by professionalism. Today, Beri's Group spans the entire gamut of the real estate sector. While delivering excellence consistently, sums of the group spirit today, triple E, that is entrepreneurship, endowment and education, forms the foundation and essence of Beri's endeavors. Mr. Syed Muhammad Beri attributes his success to nothing but his unflinching faith in the Almighty and a belief that it is ultimately only one's deeds that will be remembered by posterity. It is this eternal truth and conviction that helps him passionately drive every endeavor, making it unique, distinct and worthy. His larger dream is to make India fully literate, housing affordable and above all to build India truly green. We are proud to have you as our chairman, sir. I welcome you. I must extend hearty welcome to our young and dynamic leader, Mr. Mazhar Beri, Trustee Beri's Group. At present, he is closely associated with all the happenings in these prestigious Beri's institutions, who was physically with us to plan and execute activities of BIT and BEADS Utsav 2017. I welcome you, sir. A warm welcome to great academician, the person who is having innovative ideas, who has taken as charge of principal of Beri's Institute of Technology, Dr. Abdul Karim, who is also a professor in Department of Electronics and Communication. I welcome you. A warm welcome to leading architect and principal of Beri's Enviro Architecture Design School, BEADS, Professor Bhavesh Mehta, who is also the supportive personality for all the happenings in our campus. I welcome you too. I also would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Aziz Mustafa, who is a professor in Department of Computer Science Engineering, also a principal of BIT Polytechnic, who is a backbone of this function here. I welcome you, sir. I must extend my hearty welcome to the event coordinator, Mr. Shamiz. Last 10 days, he was speaking only about BIT and BEADS Utsav. Struggled day and night for organizing more successful this Utsav 2017. Mr. Shamiz is young and dynamic faculty of BIT. I welcome you too. I welcome every one of you. Thank you.
Now I call upon our beloved principal, Dr. Abdul Karim, to present the annual report of 2016-17.
Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Gopikrishnan Konnanath, Guests of Honor, Mr. Narendra Naik, Mr. Masood Ali, our beloved Chairman, Mr. Syed Muhammad Beri, our Trustee, Mr. Mazhar Beri, Principals of our sister institutes, BEADS and Polytechnic, HODs of various departments, my dear staff members from teaching and non-teaching fraternities, and dear student friends. May Almighty bless all of us, and may He extend peace and blessings on all of us. It gives me great pleasure to present the report of BIT for the academic year 2016-17. Our academic year was very wonderful and colorful with lot of co-curricular and extracurricular activities. As far as BIT is concerned, BIT is different from other engineering colleges in the very fact that we adopt student-centric teaching learning system, and we motivate the students to gain knowledge through projects and research rather than just academic textbooks and written materials. Our students had organized a Green City Walkathon in Mangalore to create awareness of green technology and to keep our city clean and safe for the future generation, in which more than 800 students from our college and other colleges and local residents of Mangalore participated. That program was inaugurated by local MLA Mr. J.R. Lobo on 25/9/2016. Innovator Club of BIT organized an Inter-College Tech Fest, Enigma 2017, first of a series, just yesterday, in which more than 320 students from all the colleges of Dakshina Kannada and Udupi districts participated very actively and with great enthusiasm, and we had innovative items like Robothon, MechArt, in which more than 50 students participated. And the total was 320 students from all the engineering colleges of DK and Udupi districts. Many papers, research papers were published in various reputed journals, and few among them are active control of wall pressure flow field in closed supersonic Mach numbers published by Professor Muhammad Asadullah in Journal of Mechanical and Civil Engineering, experimental study of suddenly expanded flow from correctly expanded nozzles by Professor Asadullah in ARPM Journal of Engineering and Applied Sciences, survey and overview on analysis of lean technologies for economically sustainable foundries in International Advanced Research Journal in Science and Technology by Professor Arvind Kumar. And many of our students also presented many papers in various conferences, and the one presented by Muhammad Hussain and Nikhil Babu of final year, that is on hybrid car in 12th Kannada Science Fest organized by Karnataka University on 17th of September 16, was a unique one. HOD Professor Mustafa presented a paper titled Classifying a Program Code for Parallel Computing in IEEE International Conference Parallel Distributed and Grid Computing 2016, held at JP University of Information Technology, Shimla. And his another paper has been accepted for publication in a reputed journal, InterScience. Fossil for automating Arivulon for KMDC Dakshina Kannada unit. Mr. Savar developed a website for our Tech Fest. It was a wonderful website for Enigma 2017 and Shiraz for Cultural Fest Trains 2017. Hamshida and Shahnaz bagged first prize in Technical Treasure Hunt in Enigma 2K17, which just concluded yesterday. And 10 students got certified in online course in Introduction to Modern Application Development conducted by IIT Madras through NPTEL. As far as Electronics and Communication Engineering concerned, I published a paper, Super Testing Sliding Mode Control with Fuzzy Logic Based Moving Sliding Surface for Electronic Throttle Control in International Journal of Advanced Mechatronics System of InterScience Publishers. And my third patent got gazetted in Journal of Indian Patents in August 2016. Professor Abdul Jabbar, Professor Nitin and Professor Sushant from ENC department published a paper on tongue controlled wheelchair using FSR sensor. It is one of the innovative idea to solve one of the daunting challenge in the society to aid physically handicapped people or specially disabled people. It got published in International Journal of Core Engineering and Management, and Professor Abubakar Shamis, Professor Sushant KJ and Professor Manila published paper on effective duplex sign language translator and response using a WFCC in International Journal of Core Engineering and Management. And Professor Sushant, Asif Mullah, Professor Manila published a paper dual mode lawn mower using sensor and GSM in International Journal of Advanced Research in Computer and Communication Engineering. Ms. Tasleem and Ms. Bushra from ENC won first prize on efficient traffic management system in IGBC Green Quest 2017 organized by IGBC Bangalore chapter. Of course, this project was the idea of 4 members, 2 from ENC and 2 from Civil Engineering, Fasil, Arbaz and team. Mr. Ijaz and Suhail Ahmad won again second prize on another topic related to traffic, efficient traffic management system in the same event IGBC Green Quest 2017. We started our training and placement activity with a seminar organized for pre-final year and final year students of all branches, in which Professor Sheldon Walbrown from Merrimack University delivered a talk on higher education and placement opportunities abroad. on 19th August 2016. Many of our students got placed. 35 students out of 100 eligible students already got placed. Now we are not completed this academic year. It's there up to 3rd of June. So we hope all our 100 eligible students will get placed in near future. We are planning to take this BIT to a high standard international university. I pray Almighty to help us to achieve this objective. Thank you one and all.
An organization can only be successful when its leader has a great vision. We are thankful to have one such great visionary leader, that's none other than Mr. Syed Muhammad Berry.
I begin in the name of God, the most merciful and beneficent. Honorable Mr. Gopi Krishnan, Head of Infosys Mangalore Campus, Honorable Mr. Narendra Naik, all the faculty members, HODs, press and media, parents, and my dear students. Today is a day of celebration, and for me, every celebration comes with a separation. The final year students are going to move out, and that is a separation. The intention is to create something unique, something sustainable and something enduring, so that when you come out from the portal of this campus, you should become a responsible, sensitive human being serving the society. Friends, I must tell you, the entire life, whatever little I understand with my almost 4 decades of experience, for me everything is application of mind. The application of mind comes when you have a clarity in mind. And the clarity of mind comes when you have a purity of our heart. So my first appeal to all the students, that when you go out, when you deal with the people in this world, keep your heart pure and clean. That makes 50% of our life problem easier. 21st century is for India. In this 21st century, the Mother India, asks you, it appeals to you that you must raise to the occasion. So for me, character building is of utmost importance. What I can do to others, that matters the most. My dear students, when you move out, I want you to be the job provider. Work in that mind. Create that kind of a entrepreneurial, skill. If you have any entrepreneur skill, that skill should be adaptable, it is functional, and it is cost effective. Then we have a fund. We can help you out in that as a seed capital to ensure that your concept can become a reality. And in that, the main focus again, what you can make. By virtue of that, the lowest above the society, should have a better life. That kind of a innovation, that kind of a business entrepreneur skill you must bring in. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders, managers, and the entrepreneurs. So you have a great responsibility, my friends. How blessed you are, you just imagine. When you go back home, just in your neighborhood, how many people, they don't have 3 meals a day. There are millions of people, today also, they sleep without the meal at night. We are truly blessed. Recognize always that. The only way of recognition of that is not to hurt others, never hurt others, and always help everyone. I pray to God Almighty to make our effort easy, make our journey meaningful, virtuous for this world and hereafter. God bless. Thank you. Good luck.
Moving on to the next part of this formal function, that is the felicitation of toppers of our college. Now I call upon Dr. Pramila to announce the list of toppers of the previous academic year.
Good morning to everyone. To encourage students academically, every year we felicitate the academic toppers. Department-wise academic toppers for the academic year 2016-17 are as follows. I request our chief guest, Mr. Gopi Krishnan Konanath, to do the honors.
request Mr. Gopikrishnan Konnanath, Senior Vice President, Center Head Infosys Mangalore, to address the gathering.
I must thank Mr. Syed Berry for inviting me for this function. So thank you so much. Companies which are in the Fortune 500 list used to live for about 80 or 90 years. Today, companies in that list live only for 15 years. Why does that happen? So if you look at the Fortune 500 companies 10 years back, 40% of them are no longer in the Fortune 500. They have moved out of that list. If you looked at companies which is the top 5 10 years back, it used to be Walmart, it used to be an ExxonMobil, Shell, those kind of companies. But today, if you look at it, it is the technology companies. It is Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and so on and so forth. So why did it happen? So human beings die because your cells fails to regenerate themselves. Companies die because they do not adapt to the changes that is happening in the market, or they do not become disruptive. IT has exploded so fast. And why is it exploded? It is exploded because of 3 key things. The three key things are the explosion of internet, right? Explosion of internet, there is so much of people who are using the internet, which means that you start going into commerce, trading, everything through the net. The explosion of data. There are zettabytes of data that is existing today, but the ability to take that data and create quick inferences, quick outputs is very high. The availability of space, which means cloud, right? There is earlier days when you have a computer, you need to have a big box which will be memory. Today, memory is all somewhere. You can actually use your mobile phone. You can store all your data in the cloud. Cloud is nothing sitting on some satellite or something. It is actually a huge set of servers which companies like Amazon and people have built. We do not even know how many are there. There are probably millions of them. And they're storing the data there. And they're storing all your inputs there. Which means the explosion of data, explosion of storage cloud, explosion of internet, and finally, the Moore's law still being applicable. A lot of you would be learning Moore's law today, even after 40 years of when Gordon Moore predicted that the processing power will double every 18 months. It still continues. So if you look at that microprocessor chip today, it has got more than 2 billion transistors. It is beyond human imagination how a piece of chip which will be as big as your finger can have 2 billion transistors. So the processing power keeps on doubling, and a combination of this is exploding. And what is happening because of that is IT is defining business models. Earlier, business models used to be there. We used to put IT or technology to help those business models. Today, IT is defining the business models. Example, Uber. Uber is the largest car company in the world. It doesn't own a single car. They don't own a car. Airbnb. I don't know how many of you have heard of Airbnb. Airbnb is the largest hotel chain in the world. It does not own a single hotel. The world's largest search engine obviously is Google. The second largest is YouTube today, right? So the change that is happening is all disruption because of technology. 2009, a set of 40 engineers in US, led by an immigrant from Ukraine, created an application. And this application was used for messages. So if you look at about 10 years back, there is this concept of SMS. We still do it very rarely, right? People used to communicate through SMS. If you look at the revenue stream for the companies through SMS was about 15%. So Airtel or Vodafone or AT&T in US, any of those companies used to make 15% of their revenue through US. In 1 year, this company launched, with 40 engineers, launched this product, which actually sends 30 billion messages in a day today. Every telecom company in the world together sends 20 billion SMS messages, whereas this one application sends 30 billion messages in a day, and that application is WhatsApp, which means that 15% of the revenue stream of multiple telecom companies is actually disappeared because of disruption led by technology. Now, why am I saying all this? Because there is a lot of rumor in terms of how IT will survive, not survive, will be there, will exist, not exist. I want to reassure all of you that technology will be the future of existence. If you look at medical care, you are in a world where everything works on technology. Patient care is through technology now. You can actually implant sensors in the body to monitor for the doctors or the insurance provider to see how the patient is doing. Individuals are those, all of us, who will define the future of organizations. So few things that we need to do. One is make sure that you amplify your knowledge and adapt to the changes that is happening in the market. I have a very interesting story to tell on lateral thinking. There is a drink called tequila. I don't know how many of you have heard about it. Drink called tequila. Tequila is very predominant. It's available in India everywhere, but it is very predominantly available in Mexico. And the reason why it is manufactured in Mexico is it is made out of a weed. It's made out of weed called agave. A-G-A-V-E, agave. And this weed is extensively available in Mexico. Now, one company, what do you do with the weed? The weed, you make tequila out of it, and weed is like, grass or whatever it is. They actually throw it away after the use. And one company decided that I can use this waste of that weed and create something which will be useful to mankind. And especially since we are talking about green and BIT and stuff like that, this is probably one of the greatest inventions on green, which outlasts about 30 rolls of paper napkins. One of them will outlast 30 rolls of paper napkins. And that product is Scotch Brite Green. All of you will have it in your kitchen, right? It is made out of the waste of a weed, agave, which is actually used to make alcohol. But the waste is actually taken and created into a green product. So this is lateral thinking. You're thinking differently. You're thinking how you can implement things, which is very different from what normal people do. So all of us have the brains, all of us need to think, all of us need to question the status quo and think differently. That is my second message for you. The third, this is very important, follow your passion. I think Mr. Berry spoke about it today. Follow your passion. While he has prescribed 10% in each of this, I think that 10% should be the people who are passionate about that particular idea, whether it is entrepreneurship, teaching, or whatever it is. So you should follow your passion. I have read somewhere that Neil Armstrong, all of you know who's Neil Armstrong, right? Neil Armstrong actually had a flying license before he had a car driving license. Why? All of us know it's much easier to get a driving license than a flying license, right? I think that is passion. You're passionate about something. I want to create a difference with that passion, and that is where I want to learn flying. So he had a flying license before that. So you should look at what you're passionate about and follow that relentlessly. I think the opportunities today are there to follow that passion, and you should focus on that. The fourth point, there's something called Mont Blanc, it is called. All of you may know it as Mont Blanc. Have you heard about it? Mont Blanc? Mont Blanc is a pen, right? What else is Mont Blanc? Mont Blanc is the most expensive pen, actually. Mont Blanc is the tallest peak in Alps. Tallest peak in Alps. Which was named first? The peak or the pen? Obviously the peak. It was always existing, right? So why did the creators of the pen name it Mont Blanc? Because they wanted to be the tallest. They wanted to be the best. For me, that is aspiration. All of us as individuals need to have the aspiration. You need to aspire to achieve something which you are passionate about. You need to have that aspiration. And finally, your ability to solve problems. Understand and solve problems. I'll tell a small story. In the 17th and 18th century, the early immigrants to America, you know that America is a land of immigrants. The original people in America were the Red Indians. People came from Europe and other places and settled in America. They started moving in. And in the early immigrants who were from Europe. In Europe, some of the countries, because some philosopher has said that tomato is poison. So they never used to eat tomato. So the early immigrants who came to US from Europe never used to eat tomato. But they used to have that in the backyards, because tomato, not just the red color, tomato comes in many colors, yellow, pink, and all those stuff. So it is a decorative item in their backyard. Tomato used to be a decorative flower in their backyard, but they never used to eat that. This is around the same time, 17th century, there was a disease which killed a lot of people. And this disease is called scurvy. You can still Google it and you can see that. Scurvy is a disease which killed more than 2 million people in the 17th century. 2 million, it's a large number, right? What caused scurvy? Scurvy was caused because of the deficiency of vitamin C. Very simple. Today you go and get a vitamin C tablet and you eat it, it's fine. At that time there was no tablets. A lot of people used to travel in ships. They get scurvy, they don't get vitamin C and die. People in land also used to die, right? And all they had to do was go to their backyard, take a tomato and eat. Tomato is very rich in vitamin C, and all they should have done is to do that, right? The solution to their problem, which was even death, was in their backyard. No one saw it, right? Simplistic lessons, but it is for a lot of us what we do, right? Your studies, your troubles, your difficulties, the solutions are within yourself, right in your backyard. Explore them and solve it. Eleanor Roosevelt, one of the first ladies of United States and one of the most active social workers, once said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of our dreams. I think all of us, with our passion and aspiration, can dream big and try to achieve that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing with us your vast experience, the advancement in information technologies, and also for making us understand how to adopt things and how to have lateral thinking and following the passion. Thank you very much, sir. The Beres Polytechnic College started in the year 2014, and we are proud that this year marks the first outgoing batch. I'm sure they had a wonderful journey throughout. Now, I kindly request Mr. Narendra Nayak, Chairman of Expert Education and Charitable Foundation, Mangalore, to give away the memento for BIT Polytechnic outgoing students. Moving on, now I request the guest of honor, Mr. Narendra Nayak, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. It's I think, jubilant atmosphere for everybody. Congratulations to all the achievers. And I think this is the takeoff point for all the students. And hope your takeoff point is very good. And your chairman spoke so well. And today's chief guest, I think if you have heard properly, this is a speech which you have to earmark always. And he spoke so well. Every point he mentioned, it is realistic. It will be very useful for all of you. In Sanskrit it is said, listen carefully, even if you don't know Sanskrit, it's okay. Even I don't know much. Manasekam vachasekam karmanyekam mahatmanaha. Manasekam vachasekam karmanyekam duratmanaha. This is called that walk the talk. I'll tell you, one who is an achiever, a great personality, always think something and they speak the same thing and walk the same thing. Means they perform the same thing. APJ Abdul Kalam has said, India has got the biggest human resource, and another at least 100 years, we need not worry about any global threat for the development. The biggest young resource we have. Okay, but just if we have resource, is it enough? What else we must have? We will speak about good roads, good infrastructure, and we will also speak about the self-discipline. I'll tell you, good roads and good infrastructure, definitely, if not only government, there are lots of entrepreneurs like Syed Barry. They definitely will be a part of this development of good infrastructure. The most important part everybody has to inculcate in life is the self-discipline. If you are disciplined, 50% of your problem will be resolved. It will be true in every walks of life. It is applicable even for students, even for teachers, even for me, even for everybody. It is applicable. The self-discipline is the content of successful life. And Mr. Gopi Krishnan rightfully said that in the years to come, technology will govern everything, correct? Technology will govern most of the business models. So think about becoming good entrepreneurs in the future by this education, and build up some good educational institution where you will bring out so many teachers, and through whom you can develop the technology and you can make this world very beautiful. Wish you all the best, and I am sure you will come out with flying colors from this takeoff point, and God bless. Thank you.
Everyone has a hidden talent. Each one is God-gifted, so are you all. Cultural activities are that platform where you get an opportunity to expose your hidden talent and come out in winning colors. Now I request Mr. Masood Ali to give away the prizes for cultural events of BIT and Beads. Now I request Dr. Abdul Karim to give away the prizes for cultural events of BIT Polytechnic. Mr. Masood Ali is a renowned singer from the Legends Bangalore and MD of Wood Decker Group of Companies. We are honored to have you as guest of honor, sir. I request you to address the gathering.
To thank Syed Berry. Never seen a person like Syed Berry. A big applause to him. A man with passion, hard work, honesty, and all the good things that you can say about a man, you can say to him. Nothing more to say because already your dignitaries have spoken a lot about your studies and your career. I'm here to sing a few songs for you. Are you ready for it?
अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों कर चले हम फिदा जानो तन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों कर चले हम फिदा जानो तन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों सांस थमती गई नफ्स जमती गई फिर भी बढ़ते कदम को न रुकने दिया कट गए सर हमारे तो कुछ गम नहीं सर हिमालय का हमने न झुकने दिया मरते मरते रहा बागपन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों कर चले हम फिदा जानो तन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों कर चले हम फिदा जानो तन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों तुम बिन जाओ कहाँ तुम बिन जाओ कहाँ ये दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के तुम बिन जाओ कहाँ तुम बिन जाओ कहाँ ये दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के
Music, once admitted to the soul, becomes a sort of spirit and never dies. So that was really an awesome singing, sir. I'm sure everyone enjoyed. Thank you very much, sir. It is our immense pleasure that today we have got such wonderful guests who have marked their names in their respective fields. Now I kindly request Mr. Syed Mohammad Berry to do the honoring of our beloved guest, Mr. Gopi Krishnan Konanath. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Mazhar Berry to do the honoring of our beloved guest, Mr. Narendra Nayak, as our token of love. Now I request Dr. Abdul Karim to do the honoring of our beloved guest, Mr. Masood Ali. The difference between the impossible and possible lies in a man's determination, and that determination leads to victory. And now we move on to celebrate those victorious people in the sports activities. Now I request the physical director, Mr. Safwan, to announce the winners.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, and my dear friends, I, Safwan, Physical Education Director, BIT, personally extending a warm welcome for all of you for this wonderful occasion, BIT and BEATS Utsav 2017. So here I have the winners list of sports activities held at BIT campus. I request Mr. Mazhar S. Berry Trustee Barry's Academy of Learning to honor the winners.
We are lucky to have a young and energetic trustee in our management. That's none other than Mr. Mazarberry. Now I request Mr. Mazarberry to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, dignitaries of the dais, media, students, their parents, faculty, non-teaching staff, and the entire team of BIT. I would like to firstly thank Mr. Gopi Krishnan sir for being part of this event, and I think we are lucky this time to get him. And Infosys as a brand and Mr. Gopi Krishnan as an individual is a very great thing to have him at our campus. Thank you once again, sir. And the second person I would personally thank is Mr. Narendra Naik, sir, from Expert. We've been hearing a lot about you, sir, and about your institute, and I'm sure you will be taking your institute in a different level, because we can see that for you it's just about education. There's nothing else you're looking at, and we wish you good luck in that. And the third person I would like to thank is, I generally call him Masood Uncle, and thanks for singing those two lovely songs. I'd also like to thank my father to give me this responsibility to take dreams of our family forward. As most of you know that ours is we are celebrating the 111 years in the field of education, where my late great-grandfather started it, and we've been continuing the education in the rural areas and for the students of different grades. We are very positive about taking this institute at a different level, and we would like to give a quality output to each one of you. I would like to thank each one of you for being here, and I would like to end this in a very nice way, because it's time for lunch also. So for me, the three guests are like a starter, main course, and sweet. So that's the entire package we have. Of course, the dessert is Masood Ali sir, who sings. So we want to end up this in a good note, and wish you all good luck for your future. And we look for interesting performance in the second half. Thanks, one and all.
Now I request Professor Bhavish Mehta, Principal of BEADS, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, very warm afternoon today, but I'll be very brief, so don't be, getting bored and all. So, respected chairman, distinguished guests, students and teachers, and all interested individuals who have come all over here to participate in this celebration called Utsav. Thank you so much for having me, and it's my honor to address all of you. This will be my first address to this Berry's educational group. So I'll talk about emerging issues in education and very interesting findings that based on demographic projection by Ministry of Human Resource Development in 2013, that what they found is that 50% of the young population in India was below the age of 25. And average age in India was 28 years in 2013. And then it is interesting as this is happening at the time where the rest of the world is aging. So by 2020, the average age of Japan will be 47, European Union will be 46, United States will be 40, and China will be 40 plus even. And then India will have average age which is 29 years. So we will be the youngest country in the world by 2020. So it's our really, I would like to put this context here because we are an educational institute and it applies to all the different courses, not only architecture. So we are potentially the young and dynamic population for the productive work and we can transform the world. So that opportunity we have. And similar role China played in the last generation and we can be the next one. But then the big question is that we have the people, but do we have the ability to equip the people to take the advantage of it? So that's where the education field comes in, and it's our social responsibility to equip the young generation to take the advantage of the 21st century. As mentioned by our dignitary guests in earlier speech, and also our chairman. So we don't need to give the student a lot of knowledge only. So we don't need to fill the mind with a lot of knowledge, but we need to encourage students for the original ideas to face the challenges of future, and we need to have a formed mind rather than a filled mind. So that's the intention, and we must respond promptly because the world is changing so fast. So there are issues in all the different fields, and we must interrelate and learn from different disciplines. So that's where here in this campus we have engineering discipline, and also we have architecture discipline and Polytechnic. So that can be a very good opportunity. That's where we can all learn from each other. Then, as told by Swami Vivekananda, rightly for the education, that the purpose of education is to manifest the perfection in the man, providing scientific knowledge and the human concern, which was stressed by our chairman in his speech. So at BEATS, we encourage the design to be environmentally conscious, technologically driven, culturally sensitive, and addressing the economical issues of society. So that's where we will be different from the other institute. And our chairman's bigger vision that with clarity of mind and purity of heart, I'm sure that sooner or later we will reach there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for throwing light on youth power of India and giving clear idea on architecture. Moving on to the most awaiting moment of the formal function, that's revealing the champions of cultural and sports for the year 2016-17. I request Professor Shamiz, convener BIT and BEATS Utsav, to announce the champions.
This was the most awaited prize, and we had a very aggressive fight between departments. And this was the first experience what we had from so many years. We didn't face such aggressive fights between the department just for the championship, and that was a great. The cultural champion of this year is CS department. We have a sports championship over here, and last time it was won backed by civil department, both cultural as well as sports. And this time we have sports championship. It's the CS department once again.
Thank you, Chairman sir and Shami sir, and congratulations for the winners. Everything comes to an end. So is this formal function of 2017 BIT and BEATS Utsav. Now, I would like to invite Professor Pramila, EC Department, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Gopi Krishnan Konnanath, Center Head of Infosys Mangalore, in his absence, for accepting the invitation and gracing the occasion. I also thank a guest of honor, Mr. Narendra Nayak, for his presence. I also express my thanks to Mr. Masood Ali for his wonderful performance. I would like to thank Mr. Syed Mohammad Berry, our chairman, for his support. And I also thank Mazhar Berry sir, who is a trustee of Berry's group, for his ever timely support. And I also thank our respected principal, who is always a backbone and helped to organize this event. I also thank the principal of BEATS, Mr. Bhavish Mehta, for his suggestions. I also special thanks to our chief coordinator of BIT and BEATS Utsav, Mr. Aziz Mustafa, director of BIT Polytechnic, for coordinating this event. A warm thank you to Mr. Abu Bakr Shamis for his support and guidance and making all arrangements for this event. And I also thanks Professor Mustafa, HOD of Computer Science Departments, for his right guidance. I also thank all the parents who have provided an extraordinary support to our college, be it today or always. I also thank the staff coordinators, student coordinators, who are always there day and night preparing this for Utsav. I thank you all. Finally, I want to thank all the students who have helped us to make this BIT Utsav a great success. I also thank the media persons, the technical staff, for covering this event. Thank you one and all. Have a nice day. I would also request Chairman to give the bouquet to Mr. Shamis sir, who is a convener of BIT Utsav.
Now, I kindly request our dignitaries to occupy the seats and enjoy the beautiful performance of our college students.
आदाब, इस महफिल में आपका इस्तकबाल है.
A very warm welcome to all of you. I am Rizma from Department of Computer Science.
And I'm Noman from 8th semester Mechanical.
We welcome you all to our college fest,
BIT and BEATS Utsav 2017.
वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
ಗದೆಯನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದಿರುವ ವೀರ ಭೀಮ ಕೊಳಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದು ನಿಂತಿರುವೆ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ನಿನಗಿರುವ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಪ್ರೇಮ
പാടുന്നു പ്രിയരാഗങ്ങൾ ചിരിമായാതെ നഗരം തേടുന്നു പുതുതീരങ്ങൾ കൊതി തീരാതെ
जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा। ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಿರಿಮೆಯ ಮಗನಾಗು, ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿಯ ಸಿರಿಯಾಗು. ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನವು ಎಂದೂ ಮರೆಯದ ಭಾರತ ರತ್ನವು ನೀನಾಗು. ಈ ದೇಶ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಈ ಮಣ್ಣು ಚಿನ್ನ ಎಂದು ನಾ ಕಾಣಿನಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಥ ಅಂದ, ಇಂಥ ಚಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಡಿಗೆ ಸಾಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. पर्वत वो सबसे ऊंचा, हम साया आसमां का. वो संतरी हमारा, वो पासबा हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा. हिंदू सिता हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा.
നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഞാൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ
मिलना अकेला
ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വാ.
That is awesome.
That was fun.
ஆசை நூறு வகை வாழ்வில் நூறு சுவைப்பா. போதும் போதும் என போதை சேர்ந்து வரப்பா. ஆசை நூறு வகை வாழ்வில் நூறு சுவைப்பா.
She spends her half of the day in kitchen preparing delicious and healthy food for you.
Father is one of the doors of heaven, you know.
We should respect all our parents, without whom we are nothing, not even 0%. It's nice meeting you, my dear friend.
Let Almighty bless you, bro.
बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, ये देखने की चीज है हमारा दिल रुबा. टाली हो, टाली हो, टाली हो. बल्ले बल्ले उठ के मिस्टर क्यों चले, प्यार पे मेरे कहो क्यों जले. बैठ भी जाओ मेहरबान, बल्ले बल्ले.
मेरी नींदें है करार तेरे संग मेरे यार. तूने की जो मेरे साथ शरारत है. दिल बेफिक्रे, उड़े दिल बेफिक्रे, अंदाज़ों में निखरे, उड़े दिल बेफिक्रे. कि तेरे बिना जीना मुमकिन नहीं, न देना कभी मुझको तू फासले. मैं तुझको कितना चाहती हूँ कि तू कभी सोच ना सके. तेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ दी है, तुझ पे ही सांस आके रुके. मैं तुझको कितना चाहती हूँ कि तू कभी सोच ना सके.
पूरा मेरी कन कांदा जानवरा त्रिशूल है जो नींदा है कम
ही कम शब्दों में आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ उस साल का लोकप्रिय गीत ये। बजाती हुई
यहाँ के कैफेटेरिया जाओ और वहाँ के समोसा खा लो, ध्यान से सुन, वो भी चटनी के बिना, सब समस्या सॉल्व हो जाएंगे। अरे वाह वाह।
और एक क्वेश्चन।
अरे वाह वाह। और एक क्वेश्चन तुम ही पूछ रही, वाह वाह वाह।
I've come so far from where I began. It's the sound of the waves, the breeze on my skin. Wish that I could be back in my homeland, singing da 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 da.
सुकून दिल को मिला आके तेरी बाहों में, मैं एक खोई हुई मौज हूँ, तू साहिल है, तू इस तरह से मेरी जिंदगी में शामिल है।
बसंती, इन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना।
इन कुत्तों के सामने नाचना।
उन कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना।
ओ साथी रे तेरे बिना भी क्या जीना। तेरी आँखों में चाहत ही नजर आई है।
गली जिन्हें की उठा साल मां अरिकल को ते उठा गल गले। बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना।
हाँ പറ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ചോദിച്ചത് ഭാർഗവൻ ചേട്ടന്റെ വീടല്ലേ?
അല്ല, ഭാർഗവൻ ചേട്ടന്റെ വീട് അത് അർജന്റായിട്ട് എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് വീട്ടിൽ ചെന്ന് പറയണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അതുകൊണ്ടല്ലേ ഞാൻ ഈ വെളുപ്പിനെ ഇവിടെ ഓടിപ്പോകുന്നത് നിന്നെ കൂട്ടിയിട്ട്. ഇതന്നെയല്ലേ വീട്, മറന്നിട്ടൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ. പക്ഷെ പ്രശ്നമൊന്നുമില്ല, ഇവരോട് നമ്മ ഇങ്ങനെ പറയും. ഒരു
ഭാർഗവൻ ചേട്ടൻ മരിച്ചു എന്ന് കയറി പറഞ്ഞാ പോരെ?
ചാടിക്കേറി പറയല്ലേ. ഒരു മരണകാര്യം പറയുമ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ചാടിക്കേറി പറയാനൊന്നും പാടില്ല. അതിൻ്റെതായ ഒരു നേക്കിന് ഒരു തഞ്ചത്തിന് പറയണം, ഒരു ഫ്ലോയിൽ അങ്ങ് പറയണം. അതായത് ഇപ്പൊ മരിച്ചു മരിച്ചില്ല. നീ എന്തിനാ ചാടിക്കേറി പറയാൻ പോയത്? മരണ വീട്ടിൽ വന്നിട്ടാണോ ചിരിക്കണം? കിടക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഇത് ഏതാ ഡെഡ് ബോഡി? നിന്റെ തന്ത.
പ്രസിഡന്റ് ചിതറടിയാണ് കേട്ടാ. ചിതറടിയായിണ്ട്.
ചിതറടിയായി എന്നെ വെച്ച് കത്തിക്കടാ.
അയ്യോ അച്ചോടി. ആയിരം കണ്ണുമായി കാത്തിരുന്നു നിന്നെ ഞാൻ.
कंधों को किताबों के बोझ ने झुकाया.
रिश्वत देना तो खुद पापा ने सिखाया. 99 मार्क्स लाओगे तो गड़ी
वरना चढ़ी.
लिख लिख कर पढ़ा हथेली पर अल्फा बीटा गामा का चाला.
कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड H2SO4 ने पूरा पूरा बचपन चला डाला.
बचपन तो गया जवानी भी गई, एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो जीने दो.
बचपन तो गया जवानी भी गई, एक पल तो अब हमें जीने दो जीने दो.
അകലെ അകലെ ഇനി ഞാൻ തനിയെ ഒഴുകും വഴിയേ മിഴികൾ നനയെ മറക്കില്ല ഒരു നാളും മറയില്ല ഈ കാലം ഇനി എന്നും എന്നെന്നും എന്നുള്ളിൽ നിറയും ഓർമ്മകളായി.
It's been a long day today. At the outset, I would like to thank my friend Masood Ali.
It was a great job.
For his wonderful songs. Now, I heard all of you. The performance was excellent and very colorful today. Your dress code, you know, the outfit, the color choice, those are really nice. This is one part of the story. This is what you like it. Life will not complete with one-way traffic. This is your liking. There is somebody else also waiting for their liking. Your parents, your brothers and sisters, your neighbors, your teachers, your elders. We, as the promoter of this college, we also have a liking. And when you fulfill both this liking, then the life becomes meaningful and complete. That is a promise I want to get from you. Friends, see, one side you have projected your talent, you know, in various manner, which I really appreciate. But as I told you, life is not just fun, friends and games. Life is much beyond that. And that seriousness along with this fun, as I told you, makes life really, really meaningful. Tomorrow, you know, there is a football match. I want BITians. You know, tomorrow there is a basketball match. I want BITians. Tomorrow the best paper presentation. We want BITians. You know, tomorrow there is a intercollegiate, competition. You know, we want BITians. That is the way you need to present the paper, not only in the local journals, in the international journals. You know, by the time you come out in 4 years, at least we should have one patent. And I once again pray God Almighty to bless this institute, bless you all, and bless us in this world and hereafter. Thank you. Good luck. God bless.